Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and our 51st coffee stream. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving yesterday and had lots of food and lots of interesting family conversation that was not too incredibly full of drama and bullshit. So I hope that we can have a good time today. Read some news. I wasn't able to get any guests today. And I wasn't, I wasn't able to get any guests today. And I've got to keep an ear out for Logan just in case he wakes up. So I'm just going to do another a news day, like the usual days. But I'm going to try and get more structure when it comes to guests in the following Friday streams. And we'll see what we can do with that. But let's say hello to chat. Let's say hello to Gunfox and Alfred Keith and Hawk Silk and Vanilla Bear and Opinionated Scotsman and let's see, who else? Oh, no worries, Vanilla Bear. Sorry I had to duck out like that. My oldest knocked my youngest over, and he was crying pretty badly. And I was trying to say happy birthday before I left, and my finger slipped on the exit call button, and I'm like, shit. Hey, it's a Terry. Hi, Terry. You're awake. Glad to see you here. So before we start, I just want to take the time here to thank everybody again. It's lucky you went to bed early. Gunfox is a sick boy. No worries, kids come first, honey. Okay. Well, thank you for understanding. So I just want to take a minute to thank everybody for donating and allowing me to get this the PS4, which is sitting on our downstairs table right now, waiting for Pincalo to get home from work. He's gonna set it up when he gets home from work. But your guys' generosity is incredible, and I thank you so much. It means a lot. I really, I appreciate it so much. I just wanted to take the time to thank you guys. We were able to take advantage of a really good Black Friday sale. So we've got the PS4, we've got Soul Calibur 6, we've got it. The bundle we got came with the Spider-Man game. We got a second controller. We got the PlayStation Network card for a year. We got a $75 store, like a card for the store, so I can get the DLC for Soul Calibur. And we got Alex Little Big Planet. and we got all of that for your guys' generosity. And I just want to thank you guys so much for that. It means a lot to me. And as soon as everything is set up, you guys will know. Please bear with me. I'm gonna be practicing a little bit and getting used to the PlayStation controller, and then we'll start doing online matches and stuff. And we're gonna get Tekken. They were out of Tekken today, but we're still looking for the Tekken disc. Um, so yeah, thank you so much. Um, I can't stop saying thank you. it's I really do appreciate it. Um, I do not currently have another goal set, but if you do want to continue supporting the channel, the Streamlabs link or the Patreon link is in the description. And I thank you so much again for your generosity. And I thank you for the likes, the shares, the news. Um, it's everything. It's awesome. Hello, irate bear. Happy Friday. Happy Friday of color. Love it. Love it. Friday of color. It's awesome. All right. With all of that gushing out of the way, oh my goodness. Note to self, do not inhale the coffee. Coffee is not for breathing. Coffee is for drinking. Now, let us get into the Twitter DMs here and get to the news that I have sent myself. I found a couple of things actually while I was perusing Facebook. And Gunfox has also very nicely sent a whole bunch of stuff to the Discord that um, I've I have picked a few, so that'll be we've got some fun news stories. Um, let's see here. Just gonna finish my Friday of color purchasing online while I listen. Well, you enjoy that. I hope you find some good deals. Hi, Stargazer. Oh God, not crack book. That place is full of heresy. It is, but it's also full of good content. Okay. All right. New 50 million pound British aid package to protect women from female genital mutilation. This one is from Gunfox. Just don't buy anything from Libya. They sell real blacks there. Hi, Poppy. Blind press, beware the proximity badgers are after you. No, they like me. I'm their master. I'm the only one they don't hate. Never thought FGM would pass my ears whilst Christmas shopping, lol. Yeah, well, the things you hear on this stream while you're doing your daily activities is is it breaks a record every day, I think. And mostly it's Gunfox's fault. So here we go.
Heading Level 1, FGM 8, new 50 million British pounds package to protect millions of girls from female genital mutilation around world. You are currently on a...
How about you protect them from it at home first?
Heading Level 2, somewhere in the world, third-party ad content, frame.
Hey, stop refreshing, you asshole.
Navigation, link, news. Penny Mordaunt speaking at Fit and share. Penny Mordaunt speaking at Penny Mordaunt. Click to post button. Button. End of search. List 1. 7 up link. Flip link. Lizzie Butchin. Heading Level 1. Heading Level 2. Somewhere in the world, every 7 seconds, a girl is at risk of FGM.
Every 7 seconds? Okay, I know that female genital mutilation is a problem, but every 7 seconds, I don't think so. I'm late. Or you're late. That's okay. I was shopping during for groceries during your normal time. Yeah, I'm late because Logan was sick at daycare on Wednesday, and they require 48 hours of symptom free before they can go back to the school. So he had to stay home yesterday and today, even though he's completely better. So I decided to stream during his nap time yesterday and today, just so I didn't have to try and juggle paying attention to him and streaming. There have been 0 arrests in the UK for FGM. Yeah, I know, right? Spend that 50 million pounds trying to stop that stuff in the UK. Would you please ensure that Irate Bear isn't... Gotta do that virtue signal, says Hawk Silk. Yep. They won't stop it, but remember, all cultures are equal. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Would you please ensure that Irate Bear and or hubby is adequately insulted today? Well, hubby went and got my PS4 today and is going to be setting it up. So I'm not going to be too mean to him today. There are a lot of cultures who do FGM, yep, and they all need to be stopped. It would be racist to do anything about them in the UK. Oh, of course. Always me with you people. I see, I won't insult you, don't worry. Fuck off, Costin.
Link. Lizzie Butchin. Political correspondent. Link. 7 hour list 1 item. 7 out list. End of book button. Click to follow. Penny Mordaunt speaking at Fit and Charity Commission Summit on Safeguarding in London on March 5th. Group. Penny Mordaunt speaking at Fit and Charity. End of Penny Mordaunt speaking at Fit and Britain will ramp up. Penny Mordaunt speaking at Fit and Charity Commission Summit on Safeguarding in London on March 5th. Britain will ramp up efforts to end the devastating practice of female genital mutilation. You are currently on a text out link. FGM. With a 50 million British pounds aid package to end the abuse of women and girls around the world. Seriously,
you think 50 million pounds is gonna end that around the world? Yes, Bear, but you're kinky and enjoy it, says Alfred. What do you mean, you people, says Hawk Silk. I see that someone has been adequately insulted today, Irate Bear. Okay.
Link. Penny Mordaunt. The International Development Secretary announced a cash boost to local projects across Africa over the next 5 years as part of efforts to end the practice by 2030. You are
okay, but what about the immigrants that are doing it in your own country? What are you going to do about that? beard trimmer would be good for pubies, right? I guess. Why does your reader have a stutter today? Oh, because I'm skipping over I'm skipping over those share links and everything. Oh no, what? Oh no, the evil of the Blade Soul Edge will consume you if you start playing Soul Calibur on the PS4. That's fine. Awesome, buying one now.
FGM, which refers to any procedure to alter female genital organs for non-medical reasons, can cause infection, scarring, childbirth complications, and mental trauma. Complimentary.
Yes, it can. So why are you letting it happen in the UK and worrying about what's happening outside of the UK first? Shouldn't you be doing it the other way around?
Heading level 2. Read more. Link, end up. Somewhere in the world, every 7 seconds, a girl is at risk of FGM, said Ms. Mordaunt.
Now, that statistic is... Maybe it's because of that overuse of those statistics in those rape prevention videos, but that seems like a lot. Just be careful the closer you get to loose skin. Oh, for trimming. Yeah. Yeah, be careful.
Inspirational, courageous African women are leading efforts to end the practice in their own countries, and thanks to them, more communities are starting to abandon the practice. You are currently...
Okay, that's awesome. Why are you letting it happen at home? Why do you... Good for them. They're doing something to change their society for the better. Sorry, guys. I still have that cough. Why can you not do the same for your country? Hi, Rolling Bear.
Link. 321 JPG topic. But progress is at a critical juncture and we must... But progress is link. But progress is at a critical juncture and we must work to protect the millions of girls that are still at risk of being caught. We also can't end FGM in the UK without ending it globally. You
have to do it. Oh my God. You can't end it in the UK without doing it globally when you guys are a developed nation. You can end it in the UK and you should end it first in the UK. Hi, Pincalo. Hello, Mr. Misanthropic. I can talk, I swear.
%% loaded.
Why are you refreshing? I'm reading chat. Stop that. You could just not let people like that into the country. Yes. Error. Yep. Another news bomb in your Discord. Yeah, I know, I heard. UK ended slavery in the UK, then elsewhere. Yes! I'm still feeling the food baby from last night. I don't doubt it. But if it ends everywhere, then they won't be racist when they say it's bad. Oh, that's true.
The government will provide an extra 50 million British pounds to tackle the practice across the most affected countries in Western, Eastern and Northeastern Africa, where grassroots activists and survivors are trying to shift the perception of FGM.
And who are you going to give this money to? Are you going to give it directly to the advocates and the grassroots activists? Or is that money going to go to other corrupt governments? How do you know that money you're giving is going to get used for what it's for? Why are you not using this money to fucking enforce the laws in your own
10%
country?
voted.
Stop refreshing, you stupid thing.
A pester. Interactive content. Under the plans, officials will also work with governments to bring about changes to the law, work with religious leaders to call for an end to FGM and dispel the myth that it is a religious practice, a major barrier in many countries, and support doctors, midwives and nurses to help end FGM and care for survivors. The lead singer of Weedus was on the BBC talking about Brexit. 8 suspected Iranian migrants rescued from Dinghy off 13 open. Comments. Julia Lala-Maharaj, chief executive of the anti-FGM charity The Orchid Project, said, "This investment couldn't come at a more important time, as we reach a tipping point in many countries, as more and more communities choose to stop cutting their daughters. The good news is that change is already happening, and we are poised on the brink of that change growing exponentially."
Okay, the change is happening, so why are you throwing more money down the fucking drain, says Hawk Silk. Yup. Fucking Africa. Like, seriously, spend that money on ending female genital mutilation in the UK, because I know it's happening in the UK. And then, once you've ended it in the UK, you can go to Africa and end the Middle East, and then you can be like, hey, guys, stop doing that. Your fellow people who live in our country have stopped doing it. So stop doing it. I bless the rains down in Africa. Hi, Adam.
Frame. Support free thinking journalism and communities around the world have already publicly declared that they've abandoned FGM, and we hope today's investment can help snowball this flourishing grassroots movement.
Where is the money going? Is it going to any of those grassroots movements exclusively, or is it going to a government?
As many as 100,000 women and girls in the UK are estimated to have undergone FGM, which has been illegal for decades.
Then why are you... Okay, it's been illegal for decades. So why are you throwing money into other countries to stop female genital mutilation there instead of taking care of the 100,000 girls who have gone through it in your own country where it's already illegal? Why aren't you prosecuting the people who have done it? Wow.
However, campaigners say it is difficult to establish the true number as only a fraction of women and young girls disclose the practice to the NHS.
So if 100,000 women is a small number who have disclosed it, again, why are you throwing this money into other countries instead of taking care of your own?
Home Secretary Sajid Javid has said FGM has link no place in modern society and has launched a campaign to raise no place in modern society and has launched a campaign to raise awareness of the dangers, as the practice is often shrouded in secrecy. You are currently on. Despite tougher laws, there has not been a successful prosecution over FGM in the UK. 62% loaded.
Why has there not been a successful prosecution? Take care of your own country first. I bet this is so that they don't feel like racists because it's black and brown people who are doing it. Yeah, well, that sucks. Oh, you're sick. That sucks, Adam.
Horizontal rule. The Independent has launched its number final say campaign to demand that voters are given a voice on the final link. Sign compliments more about link. F link. Penny more link. DFI.
It's done. Now it's done. So yeah, they're throwing $50 million into other countries to stop female genital mutilation and not worrying about it in their own country, where they have admitted that that they've already admitted that there's a ridiculously high number of women in the UK who've undergone this, and they're going to still send money out to other countries to, oh, wow. Damn cat is attacking my feet. I blame polydubs, says Adam. Religion and culture is why you can't step on those. Well, I blame everything on polyandexery. They would rather try and silence people like Tommy Robinson who talk about things like this than do anything about it. Yep. I just had a robot try and call me about a mortgage that I don't pay over the phone. Oh, interesting. Aren't those calls just the best? All right. All right. This is something that I'm going to read live on air because I haven't read it yet. And it actually has to do with what's going on in my province with the disability and welfare system. So this is going to be a bit of a live reaction because this does impact me. So it'll be interesting. This is from the Huffington Post Canada. All right.
Heading Level 1. Ontario PCs to change definition of disability with welfare reforms. You are currently on a heading level 1.
So they want to change the definition of disability.
Heading Level 2. Minister Lisa MacLeod's plan was slim on details. You link. Share on Facebook. Link. Share on link. Link. Share on Paola Laridio. Clickable. Canadian Press. Lisa MacLeod, Ontario's Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, makes an announcement on social assistance in Toronto on November 22, 2018. Image. Chris Young / Canadian Press. Lisa MacLeod, Ontario's Minister of Children, Community and Social Services, makes an announcement on social assistance in Toronto. People receiving disability support from the Ontario government will be able to keep more of the money they earn as part of the province's overhaul of social assistance, but critics say it will be harder to qualify for help. You are correct.
Good. This is a good thing. So you'll be able to keep more of the money that you earn, like if you have a part-time job, but not everybody and his dog will be able to jump on disability.
Social Services Minister Lisa MacLeod laid out a broad vision for social assistance under the Progressive Conservatives on Thursday, promising to cut red tape and encourage people to get back in the job market with a series of changes scheduled to take place over the next 18 months. The sad truth is that social assistance in Ontario is simply not working for the people it is intended to support. It traps people in a cycle of dependency and far too often it robs them of the dignity and independence of a job. We can do better, MacLeod said.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. If you're on disability, you are punished for working more than 20 hours a week. You're not allowed to work more than 20 hours a week before you lose money, and your shelter costs are about half of what is needed to live. So if you try and have a part-time job to supplement those shelter costs, you can't work more than 20 hours a week or you start losing more of those shelter costs. It's kind of ridiculous. Hey, Kathy. Okay.
We want to make sure that we do this gradually so we do not disrupt people in need. We're talking about 1 million people. You are currently on left double quotation mark. It robs them of the dignity and independence of a job. Lisa McLeod on the current status of Lisa McLeod on the current status of social assistance. The government's changes include aligning the province's definition of disability with that of the federal government, a move McLeod said aimed to provide greater clarity. Ottawa does not have a single definition for what constitutes a disability, but opposition legislators said the threshold to qualify for disability benefits under the Canada Pension Plan is higher than it is for the Ontario Disability Support Program, ODSP. You are currently on a text. McLeod said those currently receiving disability support from the province will be grandfathered into the new system, but she refused to say whether fewer would be able to qualify in the future.
Okay, so she's not, they're not going to affect anybody who's already receiving disability. Hi, Silver Firefly. But it looks like they're going to make it harder for people to just jump onto the disability system in the future.
Ontario Minister Lisa McLeod makes an announcement with PC MPPs in Toronto on November 22nd, 2018. Image. Visited. Chris Young / Canadian. Ontario Minister Lisa. The changes announced Thursday will, however, the changes announced Thursday will, however, allow people on disability support who are able to work to keep more of their earnings. The province said people on ODSP will be able to earn $6,000 a year without having their support reduced, rather than the current $2,400. They receive 75% of any earnings taken off their benefits. You are currently up the province said people on ODSP will be able to earn $6,000 a year without having their support reduced, rather than the current $2,400. They will see 75% of any earnings above that limit taken off their benefits. You are currently...
So they will see 75% of any earnings taken up or earned above that limit taken off their benefits. So you can earn $6,000, and if you earn any more than that per year, 75% of that is deducted from your for your earnings. Okay.
Heading level 3. They failed entirely. The heading Mark Cannon, an ODSP recipient in Waterford, said it was a slap in the face that the minister talked about dignity. You are...
What the fuck?
There's no dignity when you're on disability, he told HuffPost Canada. They failed entirely to do anything productive. You are current...
What the fuck are you talking about? There's no dignity when you're on ODSP. That's not true. Would you rather be off disability and be fucking homeless? Have no medical care? Have no fucking access to medication? Go fuck yourself. There's no dignity when you're on ODSP. Wow. You ungrateful asshole. Do you all have different rules for the blind? Because we do. Blind people can work way more hours than other disabled. No. And people would rather hire other disabled than the blind. Nothing about this makes sense. Yeah, because they can't see the clocks when it's time to clock out. That's funny. See you later, Irate Bear.
Cannon said it doesn't make sense for the government's biggest reform to be increasing the income threshold, since most people who collect disability do so because they cannot work. You are...
There are people on disability who can work, and it is trying to get people back into the job market because people are afraid to lose their disability by working. You ass. Just like if you use your brain for 5 seconds, you'll see that why they're doing this.
Left double quotation mark. There's no dignity when you're on disability. Comma Mark Cannon. It's a pittance really, in the grand scheme of things. You are...
It's a pittance. They're allowing you to make $6,000 untouched, as opposed to $2,400. on top of your disability check every month. We have an organization called the Lighthouse that helps or hires blind people here.
Those receiving support through the Ontario Works program will also see their threshold changed. They will be able to take home $300 a month before seeing a drop in assistance. Compared with the current $200, they would lose 75% of any further earnings. The Liberals had pledged to raise the monthly threshold to $400, with 50% of additional earnings clawed back. You are currently on it. When asked how much the government's revamped social assistance system will cost, McLeod declined to answer, saying, NDP MPP Lisa Gretzky is shown in a Facebook photo image. When asked how much the government's revamped social assistance system will cost, McLeod declined to answer, saying, I reject the question. You are currently on a text element.
I reject the question. That's weird. That is true about being afraid to lose your disability if you work. Yeah. It is. There are a lot of people that are afraid to work because they're afraid that they'll get cut off. This allows them to earn a good, like, this is a good 25 hours a week, maybe even 30. The US sucks with money for the blind, but apparently it's good at some things. Yeah. The question, because it's stupid, why does it matter how much it's going to cost? Oh, okay, that's true. Is that the end of the story?
NDP Lisa Gretzky is shown in a Facebook. Visit it. Link. Lisa Gretzky /Facebook. At least NDP Lisa Gretzky is shown in a Facebook photo. Critics accuse the government of passing off social assistance cuts as compassionate reforms.
What cuts?
For people in Ontario living with a disability or serious illness, this change is going to make them more destitute and more desperate. NDP Social Services critic Lisa Gretzky said in a statement, "This is a callous way to deliver a cut on the backs of the most vulnerable people in Ontario. It's taking Ontario's social services from bad to worse."
But they're not cutting anything. They're allowing you to earn more money before they take... What cuts are you talking about? Like, what cuts? Seriously, this article did not mention any cuts. What cut? Yes, everybody, that is Wayne Gretzky's Lisa Gretzky. Oh, God. What the fuck do you know about things? Go back to being a hockey wife.
Liberal legislator Marie-France Lowen said she had strong concerns about the government's plan to alter the definition of disability. You are current.
Why? Okay, they just said they're going to use Ottawa's definition of disability, which is broader. Wouldn't that be a good thing? Holy shit. This is the biggest case of the Conservatives are doing it, so I think it's bad I have seen in a long fucking time. This is crazy.
Left double quote. This change is going to make them more destitute and more desperate. Lisa Gretzky. Our interpretation is the CPP definition on disability, and the threshold is way higher to have access, she said. Green Party leader Mike Screener said redefining disability will add more barriers when so many people are already excluded from the support they need. You are currently on a text element. I think they're looking at trying to create more restrictions for people to be on ODSP because it's a more generous monthly benefit, he said of the government. You are currently on it.
Yes, and they are trying to save it for the people that need it. Ford man bad. Yep. Yep, Pincalo, you're absolutely right.
Thursday's announcement got a mixed response from Community Living Ontario, a nonprofit that works with people with intellectual disabilities. Heading Level 2. More from HuffPost Canada. List book link. Bullet link. End of switching to an annual income threshold and raising the limit is helpful for those on disability who are able to work, said Chris Beasley, the organization's CEO. But for a lot of people who have had trouble getting work that would allow them to earn more than $6,000 or have trouble being able to work, this really does nothing, he said. You are currently on a tech.
Okay, so then there's nothing to worry about. They're not cutting anything. They're not kicking people who are currently on disability off of disability. This is... What's the worry? If it doesn't do anything for some people, then what's the worry?
Beasley said he would have liked to see an increase in disability benefits that keeps up with the rate of inflation, as well as measures such as increasing the limit on assets owned by people receiving ODSP. You are
okay. Well, maybe if they can get some of the bulk of people who are on the system back into the workforce, maybe they'll free up a bit more money to do that.
The government announced this summer it would carry out a massive redesign of its social assistance system, saying the existing one was expensive and inefficient.
It is.
Watch no strings attached. HuffPost Canada series on the...
It is expensive and inefficient. Oh, my sister wants to come over after school. I wonder if she has permission. That means I'll have to cut it short at 2:30. And when the powers of Ford Man and Orange Man combine, says Mr. Adam. Oh no, says Kafke. Everything the Liberals put into place was either expensive, wrong, or both. Had to put lunch in the oven. What did I miss? People being ridiculous in my home province, Gunfox. People being ridiculous. Let's see here. What should I read next? Oh, here's one. It's Canada What News. Okay, let's see here. Well, here's more Canada news. Ha ha ha. It's funny though.
Heading Level 1. Angelique Eaglewoman, first female Indigenous dean of a Canadian law school, is suing Lakehead University. York. Heading Level 2. She was appointed head of Lakehead University's law school in May 2016 and resigned in June. York. Link. Share on Facebook.
All right.
Link.
Let's see why she's suing them.
Link. Nicole Thompson. Clickable. Canadian Press. Students walk about the campus of Lakehead University. Image. Randy Ritzling / Toronto. Students walk about the Toronto link. First has launched a law link Toronto. A woman who became the Link. First female Indigenous dean of a Canadian law school has launched a lawsuit against the university, alleging it racially discriminated against her and forced her to resign from the post earlier this year. You are
all right.
Angelique Eaglewoman, a member of the Sisseton-Wampanoag tribe of South Dakota, was appointed head of the law school at Lakehead University in Thunder Bay in May 2016 and resigned in June. You are current.
Wait, oh, in June of that year or in June of 2000, of this year?
In an unproven statement of claim filed in the Ontario Superior Court of Justice last week, Eaglewoman's lawyers allege the university subjected her to excessive oversight and monitoring that created unsustainable working conditions. You are current.
Excessive oversight and monitoring.
Universities, Angelique, universities, ongoing micromanagement, failure to provide Eaglewoman with the tools, resources, and support needed to succeed in her role, and failure to address the hostile work environment ultimately led to the complete deterioration of the working relationship, they wrote. You are current.
Okay.
Angelique Eaglewoman, a member of the Sisseton-Wampanoag tribe of South Dakota, was appointed head of the law school at Lakehead University in Thunder Bay in May 2016 and resigned in June. Image. Visit the Canadian Press. Angelique Eaglewoman. Eaglewoman is seeking $2.67 million in damages, a figure that she says would compensate for lost wages and account for damages for harm to dignity, feelings, and self-respect, among other things.
$2.67 million in damages for feelings, harm to dignity, and self-respect.
Lakehead said it had received the statement of claim but would not comment on ongoing litigation. The school added that it had not yet filed a statement of defense. The 48-year-old Eaglewoman had moved from Pullman, Wash, to accept the dean's post, which she was supposed to hold until June 30th, 2021, the lawsuit said. This was an expensive and socially difficult transition for Eaglewoman and her son, but one she believed to be worthwhile in light of this significant opportunity. It said, "You are currently on heading level 3, undermined, decisions made without consulting her." Lawsuit. The university's law school was founded in 2013 with the intent of focusing on Indigenous programming. It aims to cultivate lawyers who can analyze the law from an Aboriginal perspective.
Okay, so it's a specifically Indigenous law school. That was the dumbest combination of words I've ever heard. I agree. Wow, says Kafke. Hi, Fleet Admiral. I really hope America's hat replaces Trudeau and it stops sucking. It would be nice to visit again. I hope so too. I hope so too.
The lawsuit alleges that Eaglewoman's authority was undermined by the school, which placed a consultant in the chain of command between her and her direct supervisor. That consultant was also authorized to bypass Eaglewoman and respond directly to faculty and staff, according to the statement of claim.
Why, though? That shouldn't be happening for a dean's position, so why was it happening in this one? Is there proof that it was happening specifically because she was Native?
This was not only demeaning for Eaglewoman, it undermined her authority and conveyed the message to others in the faculty that the university did not support her, the document said. This made it increasingly difficult for Eaglewoman to manage faculty members and staff. You are currently on the text element.
Naturally. So why on earth would this be happening? Why, is there a statement somewhere that other faculty or management was saying that, that they can't trust her because she's Native? Why?
Left double quotation mark. She was given the impression that she was not deserving of the position of dean and she was given the impression that she was not deserving of the position of dean and was not hired on merit. The lawsuit also alleged the university's ombudsperson was made interim director of student services and skills at the law school without Eaglewoman being consulted. You are currently on a text element.
So she feels she wasn't hired on merit, that she was hired just to be token, and she's being undermined. And she's suing for $2.67 million.
Eaglewoman encountered open hostility and resentment from a small segment of the faculty, staff, and students. The document claimed she was given the impression that she was not deserving of the position of dean and was not hired on merit. Eaglewoman alleged she encountered particular resistance from 2 faculty members, who became uncooperative and openly defiant, the statement of claim said. You are currently on a text element.
So she's suing because she was given an impression.
Heading Level 3. Non-Indigenous judge appointed as interim dean. You are correct. It said she tried to rectify the situation, requesting that the then president and vice chancellor hold a culturally relevant Indigenous mediation process to allow her to voice her sense of powerlessness and to address the discriminatory behavior she had been experiencing within the law faculty.
Wait.
It said she tried to rectify the situation, requesting that the then president and vice chancellor hold a culturally relevant Indigenous mediation process to allow her to voice her sense of powerlessness and to address the discriminatory behavior she had been experiencing within the law faculty.
A culturally relevant mediation process? A culturally relevant mediation process. I got a feeling this isn't really racism so much as intertribal discrimination. Yeah, Pink Hollow, you're probably right there. She wanted some victim points, says Scott, opinionated Scotsman. Yep. 2 million, yep. I doubt she was hired on merit, yep.
That request was denied, the document said. She also requested that the school implement cultural competency/interaction training to improve the environment within the law school. She emphasized that such training was necessary to address ongoing tensions and respond to a call to action from the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Those requests were also denied, according to the statement of claim.
Oh,
you are currently on a
so she tried to be an SJW and the school said no. So she resigned and is now suing the school for saying no.
Weeks after Eagle Women's departure, a non-Indigenous provincial judge was appointed as interim dean of the law school to the chagrin of some First Nations leaders. You are currently
okay, they shouldn't have done that. If it's an Indigenous focus, like if it's a law school and focusing on Indigenous law, they shouldn't be hiring. So to be clear, she's suing because she was just a token/diversity hire. That's what it seems like, yeah. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Oh, excuse me.
A review found that in accepting the position, Justice George Patrick Smith broke a rule that mandates judges avoid controversy or public debate that could expose them to political attack. By the time that ruling came down, Smith had already resigned from the dean's post and he was not punished. You're also on HuffPost.
So, stupid rule, blah, blah. So that's the end of that story. Everything is stupid and nothing matters. This is true. Hi, Death Hurricane. Let's see. Has my sister got back to me yet? No, she has not. Okay. Well, guys, I had a few more stories, but my sister's going to be here pretty soon. So I'm gonna have to wrap it up. But we'll be doing the Star Trek stream tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. And instead of trying to cram all of the two-parters into one what's it called? Into one stream. What we're going to do is we're going to put we're going to do one episode per stream. So now we're back to oh yeah, Jacob, we're about to end actually. Run away, blind press, but beware the proximity badgers. They're stalking you. So tomorrow we're going to be doing basics, which is the season finale and season premiere of seasons 2 and 3 of Star Trek Voyager, because we did the pilot episode in our pilot reviews. So please stay tuned for that tomorrow. And I think that we're going to be doing an unboxing of the PS4. So stay tuned for that. And then we're going to be streaming with it on Sunday. I did set up a Twitch account because it'll be easier for me to stream. I guess you can stream easier right from the console from Twitch than you can from the from YouTube. So I've set up a Twitch account. It's blind_press. If anybody is on Twitch and wants to follow. And we'll be playing Soul Calibur. I'll be doing some practice and some arcade mode and some stuff like that on Sunday, just getting a feel for everything. And thank everybody for coming along. I'm sorry I'm not reading chat right now. My phone just did something stupid and got me into full screen. Exit full screen. There we go. Stupid thing. But tune in and sometime tonight. I'll be there. So thank you everyone again for coming and watching, for liking and sharing, for donating, for hanging out and chat, all of it. I love it. And I've decided that what I'm going to start doing is any of the stories I haven't read on the Friday before the Blind and Special, I'm going to send to Pink Hollow and we'll go through them. Just so I'm not like falling behind, because there were some more I wanted to read, but my sister's going to be here pretty soon and I need to be able to unlock the door and let her in. So again, thank you for coming and hanging out. We will see everybody at some point. If not tonight for the unboxing, then tomorrow night for the Star Trek stream. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. If you're doing Black Friday shopping, don't die. Otherwise, do it online. And we'll talk later. Have an awesome day, guys. Thank you again.